Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. So today we're working with a very interesting product. This is UV changing HTV. So now you can see the colors, although they're not so vibrant right now. I have a window in front of me with sunlight, but not direct sunlight. So obviously we are still getting some UV into the room. I'm gonna insert a clip here and show you how all the colors are changing the moment I put them out onto UV. And also once I place a UV lamp on top, and you can see how vibrant the colors get. So these are good for being outdoor, picnics, and things like that. Now I'm going to be making a tote bag, and we're going to have a different color design on it. So you're going to need your UV changing glitter HTV. I'm going to also be using this color. It's the Chameleon Shimmer HTV in the color Milky White. You'll need your weeding tool, of course, some kind of heat press, the item you're going to press on. So let's go ahead and create our design. All right, so we're going to go to textstudio.com, and in this search area over here where it says text generator, we're going to search for stacked. Okay, now we're going to find a couple of options here, but what we need is this one right here where it has multiple layers. So let's go ahead and click on that. So here's where you personalize your image or your text according to what you need. So the first thing I like to do is to remove the background because I want a transparent PNG that I would be able to use in Cricut Design Space. So first things first, go to background, remove the background by clicking on this transparent option. Okay, now we go back to our text. I want the text to be mama. And as you can see here, you can actually change the font. So I want something thick and bold, but at the same time, I want it to be round and soft. So I don't want it to be so straight edges like these over here. So let's try this one here. Actually, this one looks good. And I also don't want the letters to be touching each other because I want to make each of these letters a different color on my design. So I'm going to come here to character spacing and I'm going to space them out where they become their individual letter, just like this. Okay, next we're going to click on styles and I want to take this into my design space as a black color. I think it makes it easier for me to work with it later on, and remove gradient. Okay, now we're going to go to outline and do the same, make it black and remove the gradient. All right, so this is what we're left with. Now, there's nothing else left here for us to do. I don't want to add any icons. We've already removed the background. I don't need any animations. Now, once we go to download, because I'm not a premium subscriber, I can only download with the quality of medium. However, if you are a subscriber, you have high and you have max. Now I've used this quite a lot and medium is perfect for me. So I'm going to click here on PNG transparent and click on download. Now once we've downloaded our file and we are in Cricut Design Space, I'm going to click on upload over here and upload image, then come to browse and choose the folder where you have saved your downloaded file. Okay, so this is my image. I'm going to hit continue and click apply and continue. And over here, I'm going to choose single layer and click on continue and upload. All right, so here is our image. First things first, what I'm going to do is change the size of my image to the size that I want it to be because I always forget this step. And now, because I want to keep each of these letters a separate color, I need to separate this file because it's a PNG and not an SVG. It is all one file. So the easy fix for this is go to shapes, grab a square, and just let me unlock it and make it the size of your design here so that I can cover up this chunk on top, highlight both the layers and click slice. Now what this does is it separates this file, so I'm going to delete that and delete this one as well. So it's separating this from the main image. Let me just undo that. I'm going to repeat this step one more time. Okay. And then I'm going to highlight those two layers again. Now, slice only works when you highlight two layers. It does not work with more. Now click on slice, and we've separated that as well. Now delete this one, and now we're left with three separate parts. One more step I'm going to do here is I'm going to remove these tiny bits over here. They just don't serve a purpose for me. So click on contour, go all the way down. So they are down here, those two tiny bits. I'm going to click on this and close. Now they are not there anymore. All right, now let's come to this bit over here. Now, how I'm going to tackle this is I'm going to create a copy of it, and I'm going to come just down here. So I'm going to click on contour, and I'm going to click hide all contour. It's going to leave me with the first letter M. I'm going to copy this again, and I will click on it and go back to contour. And this time I'm going to click on the A and hide the M. Okay, so I'm going to copy these again. And I'm just having this here as a baseline. Let me just change the colors of these. So the colors I'm going to be using, so let me just make this one the light blue, and this one is a light purple, and this is a light pink, and this one is a champagne gold, so maybe this one over here. Okay, so I kept this to be as a template just so that I place things exactly where they're supposed to be, and that's what I'm going to be doing here. And then the M, and then the A. Okay, I'm going to choose these four, and I'm just going to click on align and align top, just so that they are exactly the same. Now I'm going to click on the black one at the bottom and delete that. Okay, let me just move this a little bit because it's touching. There we go. Okay, now before we go to cut, let's attach these because I want them to remain exactly in the same spot. So click on attach. Okay, so I just wanted to see how the colors would look like next to each other. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to choose the 4 letters, and I'm going to just make them one color so that they all come in one mat. Let's choose a green color. Now let's just click on make, and here is our mat. Now I'm spacing them where I can know exactly where to place my vinyl on the mat. So for the first one, I'm going to place it at the very beginning. For the second one, I'm going to start at the mark of 3 inches. And the third one, I'm going to start at the mark of 6 inches. And the fourth letter, I will start at the mark of 9 inches. Okay, so let's hit continue, and I'm going to choose the glitter iron-on setting right there. And as usual for iron-on, do not forget to mirror your designs. Now, I think I already forgot to do that, so let's go back, click on mirror, click done, and the same thing with our first mat, click on mirror and done. Okay, now let's go and cut. now this is the color sequence that we're going to use for our design, and I'm using the standard grip mat. Now for iron-on HTV, you are going to place it shiny side down or carrier sheet side down. So my design has several elements. The first one position is here, the second one is at the 3-inch mark, the third is at the 6-inch mark, and the fourth one is at the 9-inch mark. Okay, now let's go cut. Okay, so I apologize for the reflection of the sun. Now, this is a controversial subject. A lot of people tell you to flip your mat on your table and peel the mat from the vinyl or the cardstock. Now, the reason I don't like to do that is I usually, more often than not, I have dust on my table, on my desk, and it gets stuck on my mat. Now, what I like to do is the shimmy type of maneuver, or I kind of roll my mat like this. Now for vinyl and HTV, I don't think it matters. It does not curl a lot because of the carrier sheet, it's durable. But for cardstock, definitely, if you peel it like this, it's going to wreck your cardstock. So with cardstock, I usually do this, and I kind of easy it, roll it back and forth, and with a spatula, something like this, I get them out. Because every time I get my mat side down on my desk, my sticky just goes away because I have a lot of dust. I clean it every day, but it just keeps coming in from between the windowsill. Okay, let's go to weeding our design. Okay, so I'm going to first save my extra pieces. So this one, if you know me and follow my channel, you know I never ever throw any extra material. Okay, now let's start weeding. Another thing I like to do with such pieces is, after you remove the carrier sheet, let me just show you. If you have cutters like these, you can just slide your material in. And cut little pieces and iron them on with a parchment paper on top or a Teflon sheet. And you can use these in your designs as well so that you don't lose anything at all. Alright, so I waited till the sun went out of my way so that we can film properly. So next we are going to press our tote bag. Now this color changing UV heat transfer comes in 5 colors. It comes in champagne gold, pink, blue, purple, and gray. Now I'm not using the gray color in this design, I'm just using 4 colors. Also, don't forget, a very important step in the longevity of your HTV projects is to lint roll to remove any debris, any loose threads, and so on. Also, I'm going to be trimming a little bit closer to the HTV or the iron-on so that it does not overlap with the next letter that I'm going to place it next to. Okay, so let's give a pre-press. This is another very important point when you are ironing on your designs. Take all the moisture out of your fabric by giving it a press for around 5 seconds. Now I want to determine the center of my tote bag. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold it into 4. And I'm just going to press ever so lightly over here to create like a cross. Like so. And this way I know how to center my design. Now, on your design, line up, put the sides of your design, not the sides of the carrier sheet, but your design, and give it a crease. And do it the other way around as well. Now you can always eyeball this and just put your design, but sometimes I like to be a little bit extra. Okay, so you see, do you see now the cross mark? I'm going to align it with this cross mark. Okay, now let's press. All right, I'm going to give them one more press, just a quick press. And here is our design. So this is our design, you guys. Here's the tote bag, and this is the UV color changing HTV from Teckwrap. It's gorgeous, it's beautiful. The glitter effect is just amazing. And I hope you guys liked this tutorial. Please do subscribe if you like my videos, and I'll see you in the next one.